And we are live, ladies and gentlemen. How y'all doing to close out the week? This is Art for Change Podcast, and I am your host, Mr. Sepio Sexuals. Today is Soul Food Sunday, and I'm my co-host.
Hey, y'all already know it's your boy BU because that's all you gotta motherfucking do is be you. Hey, you gotta love being you. Actually, you gotta love it, and I love being me, even though it pisses people off sometimes. But hey, be you. It's your boy.
Yes, sir. And I guess host always kicking it with us. What's up, man? Had a Marshall.
What's going on, guys?
What's up, players? What's
What
up?
up? All right, so I got a question. Is it the end of the week or is it the beginning of the week?
I guess it depends on who you talk to.
Like, so that's like a question: is the glass half full or half empty?
I think so. I think so. I think that's all about perception. There, I guess it ain't no real answer, man. And that type of
Well,
perspective.
it's the beginning of the week, calendar wise, but it's the end of the weekend.
Ah, okay. I like that.
I see where you went with that.
I see what you did there.
All right, so start with me. I had a good week as we talked about earlier this week on the show. I started a new job. Uh, it was I hate working 6 days a week, but this job is actually kind of fun. So it's like I enjoy working 6 days a week, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
You know, so it's kind of fun, and it's probably kind of fun because it's new. You know,
right,
new shit is fun. I
right.
don't give a fuck like what it is. Something new is fun. I might get tired of it later. I knowing me. I'm like, hey, this shit ain't, hey, fuck this shit, whatever. But it's fun right now, and like the right, the right people and the right energy around you, and
Hmm.
it's been good, bro. Like this is my first week in analysis of this job. So I got the right people around me. I got the right leaders around me because I got team leads. You know how that shit goes, Tony, Mister. Got
Yeah,
the
I'm
right
listening to you.
team leads. All you ain't got to talk to the people. You talk to the people that's in charge of their team and
Right,
just make sure they direct things the right way. So
right,
with that being said, like these people are great. Like these people are right. They're getting my checks written. So it's been a good first week on a new job. Like I felt like I ain't missed a beat.
right.
And this is like different. So it's like I'm learning something different at the same time. So it's been good.
Hell yeah.
It's been good, bro.
What about you,
What?
man?
I had a competition weekend this weekend, so
Yeah.
I was on nephew duty.
Okay.
How was your time with your nephew?
Oh, it was good. He's getting into music a little bit. He's
Yeah.
getting inquisitive about some of this stuff and doing this and doing that.
No, so
Asking,
he's showing a little interest.
yes,
Okay. Okay.
he's expanding his horizons a little bit.
Okay. That ain't bad. That's what's up. What about you, Mister?
Um, I had a chill weekend, man. Got to do some errands that I need to get done, and also today I was able to skate and got on the little electric scooters because I'm in downtown Dallas. So I was being a tourist today. Yeah,
Oh yeah. That's why you wasn't
being
texting me back. Yeah, because I was
being
talking shit
being,
about Brian.
I was being a big kid. Yeah.
Yeah, hey,
Yeah.
so you talking about Brian ain't got no help? Nigga, Luca put up 38 points. Another person put up 24 points. LeBron put up 25. LeBron inbound at the end of the game, like he gave it away. It was a turnover, that inbound pass. And you say he ain't got no help. If he had no help, it would have been close.
Okay. I didn't say he didn't have no help. I said that the fellas didn't wasn't as hungry as he is. I said for him to be, 40 years old, he shouldn't be the most dominant and the best player on the team. You know what I mean? If anything, he should be the veteran on the team. Coaching the young guys, and they should be one to shine and look good like a Horford and fucking Jason Tatum situation. But him being 40 years old, he is still the captain, leader, and best player on his team, and he has to be every night. He look the
That's
night the
how he
game.
Just
constructed the team. That's how he constructed the team.
he
Because
made that team. He made that team.
that's how he constructed it.
He made that team. That's what he wanted. They give him what he wants.
Yeah, I didn't say that. All I said was the people that he chose. I don't feel like they're as hungry as he is. Simple as that. Nothing more, nothing less. I
So
ain't
you
say
talking about
he's
age?
not.
What about Curry?
I'm not saying he's not responsible for it. You know what I mean? Huh?
You talking about age? What about Curry? Curry like 37, 38?
Yeah, yeah.
He
Curry right
still
up
look
under.
25.
I mean, both of them still play great. I mean, LeBron had 38 the other night.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, they both still play very great. But when you look at the Warriors and then you look at the Lakers look like they stack up better on paper. But the players on the Warriors seem to be a little bit more hungry. Jimmy Butler seemed to be a little bit more hungry than Luca.
Yeah, and Jimmy Butler is out. Jimmy Butler wasn't playing, and they put that. And you know why? Because it was Curry. Curry had
I didn't say he was. I was just saying, like, teammates. You know what I mean? He got teammates that seem to be a little bit more hungry.
yeah.
That's going to step up when he don't. You know what I'm saying? You got Green over there who's going to step up when Curry not doing good. You know what I'm
Yeah, I
saying?
just actually just watched Green podcast. He was like, Curry told me I need to shut the fuck up and ball or some shit like that. I just watched the podcast, but he was like, shut the fuck up and do what the fuck you do. He was like, that triggered me. He was like, that put a fire
Right,
on my ass.
right, right.
He was
Absolutely.
like,
I mean,
sometimes he don't even say nothing. He just give me that look. It's like, yo, and I know what it means.
right, right. That's cool, man.
I
So
literally just watched that, yeah. But yeah. But hell yeah. Yeah. It's been a good basketball Sunday. What them Celtics looking like, Marshall?
We're at a commercial break right now.
Y'all up right now?
They were up by 5 last time I checked. With
Hey,
8 to
Orlando
go.
they ain't weak. Celtics gonna win the series, but Orlando ain't no weaklings. Like they ain't weak.
The Celtics will have a great record. They'll have a couple of losses throughout the season, and they mismatch up. The Pistons and the Magic just match up with us well. I don't know what it is. I think it's their height, but they just match up with us well, and now they're both in the playoffs. But during the regular season, we'll steamroll everybody, and we'll have trouble with a couple of teams. And the Pistons and the Magic are, for the last couple of seasons, they just match up with us differently.
Yeah. So who y'all think taking it on?
I'm still going with the Celtics taking it all.
Hey, that's a big possibility. You know, I'm a Warriors fan, but you know, Celtics, if they meet the Warriors, they want their rematch. But I mean, Warriors got to get out the West for sure.
Warriors got to get out the West, and you still got the Thunder.
Thunder is a fucking problem.
You still
Hey,
got the Thunder coming out the West, man.
yes,
I
that's
was
a
worried about
problem.
I was worried about the Lakers getting past the Thunder, but I mean, after looking at what Minnesota's able to do with them, I'm like, man, come on.
Yeah, Thunder is a problem.
Them
That's
Timber,
good.
them Timberwolves having a way with them.
Hey,
That
and
shit
it ain't
crazy.
that. Anthony Edwards is going up. That ain't like what 43 today. Yeah, he had 43 points today, and
The
I
thing
seen
is
his interview
defense,
after.
bro. Defense win games. I don't give a damn
Yeah,
how great of an offensive player you are. At some point, y'all have to create some stops. You know what I mean?
yeah.
It has to be some stops and then
We can't
fast
go shot for
plays in
shot.
transition. No, no, no.
That's where
And you
teams
look at the
lose.
scores. You can look at the score. Look how high the scores is. 114, 100 something else. Like I mean,
Yeah,
like
116. Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
116, 113. Like,
yeah.
bro, that means there was not a lot of defense in that game. You know what I mean? Them boys,
But with the Warriors and Rockets, them niggas man, they been scoring I think less than 100. They've been locking down Curry. I don't know how. Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I don't know how he hit 36. That
Celtics up
nigga. Hey,
91-86 with 6 minutes left.
yeah. Hey, but I don't know how Curry hit 36 because he had 2 points in the first quarter. They were down like fucking 15 points. I don't know how the damn light skinned baby faced assassin did it, but hey, he did it, boy. Hey, nigga, I was cheering like a chili. I felt like a little hoe. I ain't gonna lie to you. But yeah, Marshall. Yeah, but I was like, God damn, I don't know how. It's like it's an off and on switch what to do, and then like when he gets triggered, Green gets triggered. And then everybody else gets triggered on the team. Like it's like I don't know, it's the chemistry.
Yeah, but it's not like Green's getting triggered to go do some scoring. He's not putting up the points.
No, he's doing what he's supposed to do, what he's been doing since his career started with them.
Dennis Rodman 2.0.
Yeah, so and on his podcast today, he was like, "Yo, he got a technical yesterday. He was like, I did that on purpose because they did it 5 times in a row. They didn't call it, so that made me get on my shit." And he said, once I got that tech, I had to get on my shit. He was like, and I knew I couldn't make no more mistakes. So yeah, that was good. That was really good. Other than that, yeah, it was a good week. SunDay, hey, SunDay remind me of when my mama, when I didn't my mama, my grandma used to clean the house. All the what is it? Al Green music playing loud because you had to clean if you was there. Al Green music playing loud. Sam Cooke playing loud. It's been a long time coming. House smelling like mothballs and shit, you know.
Pledge.
So yeah, SunDay's like, and that's crazy because my grandma was supposed to be here this Sunday, but they changed it. But yeah, and I used to know that she doing better. Um, it's like an off and on thing. It's an off and on situation. Like when you're dealing with the dementia, so she has early dementia. So when you're dealing with that, you know, it's off and on. Like I said, when I called her the other day, she was like, "Who the fuck is this?" And you know that hurt me, but it was funny at the same time. And then I called her the next day, and then we have a regular conversation. So, but she was like, "Nigga, who the hell is this?" I was like, "Yeah, that's my grandma." My grandma, we talk every day. Then I call her the next day, and I don't. What I don't do, I don't bring up what she said to me, so I don't want her to feel bad.
right.
Yeah. So she'd be like, "Who the hell is this?" And then she hung up on me. I was like, "I will leave her alone." Then I called her the next day, and then it was like a regular conversation and everything. And then she'll call me. She'd be like, "You got a cold one in your hand? Because I just popped mine." Yeah, I'm like, yeah, girl. I'm gonna pop a cold one too. I'm gonna drink with you, grandma. But yeah, that's how it is, brother. We're gonna start this thing off. What we doing?
Yeah, man. So we're gonna talk about we're gonna put some food in them bellies, bro, and we're gonna talk about our good brother. I don't want to mess the name up. What is it? Shador
Shador.
Sanders. Yeah, Shador Sanders. Um, how y'all feel about him going fifth? Y'all think that was he should have been fifth? Do you think that should have been higher? Do you think that as
I
like to teach him a lesson to try to humble the young kid? What are your perspective?
I think it was a statement. Yes, I think it was a lesson, but I think like it was a wrong lesson actually.
And what
I
now?
think I think it was a lesson, but it was the wrong lesson. Like I
Less
think they,
than wrong.
yeah, I think they tried to prove a point.
Yeah.
Because that's a kid. Like, yeah, he's going to the. That's still a kid, and then y'all basing him off his dad. And they talk. They're shit talkers on the field. You got to be shit talkers. Look at Ocho Cinco when he was on the field. Dion, his dad, when he was on the field. Like, but I think they tried to prove a point, and they kind of did prove a point. But I think he has to go out there now and show the fuck out and prove them wrong.
Hmm.
Like I ain't
Okay.
deserve to go fifth. Same shit with Tom Brady. Tom Brady went fucking the latest, and he's the
Right.
greatest quarterback. Like, so yeah, Tom Brady went so late, bro, and that nigga's like the great. Ain't nobody better than him as of now.
Yeah. But did Tom Brady have the type of season that Shador had?
He had a better season. He brought
Yeah,
him
He
to
had a
the
better
Rose
season.
Bowl and lost.
yeah,
He
Stats
only and
wise,
he
he had a
only
better
lost
season.
only lost his starting position to Brian Greasy because his dad was Bob Greasy.
mm-hmm, yeah.
What was his stats for that year?
I don't know, but they lost to the Rose. He led them to the Rose Bowl and they lost to Alabama. I want to say.
Yeah. Yeah. And he didn't start neither. He had to come off the bench.
Yes, he was behind. It was Greasy and there was another star quarterback on that Michigan team.
Yeah.
So
But
yeah,
hey, and then hey, and I be just like Brady. Look at me now. Look at y'all took me. Hey, y'all turned me down at my lowest, but y'all want me at my highest. Look at me now. I done broke all y'all records. I'm the greatest quarterback ever. For now, like look at hey, what can they say? You can't say nothing. Only people, hey, only thing they can say is, damn, I missed out. Same shit with Lamar Jackson when they turned down Lamar Jackson because he was too hood or whatever. And I hope the same thing happens with Sanders. But Pat Mahomes gonna be a problem for Tom Brady, Marshall. Hey, Mahomes boy, you better watch out for him. He might pass up Brady. I ain't gonna lie to you. But that's another story.
He's gonna play that long, and he already said he don't want to play that long.
I mean, he might get it sooner.
And then you got to
uh,
start the conversation. Is it Patrick Mahomes or Andy Reid? Because Andy Reid did the same exact thing with Donovan McNabb. Only Donovan McNabb couldn't get him over the top. But it was Donovan McNabb getting the Eagles to all those NFC title games and eventually the Super Bowl that they lost.
Yeah, but Donovan McNabb didn't get no rings.
Yes, and it was Andy Reid's system, and then he gets a new quarterback, and it's Andy Reid. So what is Patrick Mahomes without Andy Reid?
mm,
So you start asking the same question, like what was Belichick and Brady? What was Brady without Belichick, and what was Belichick without Brady? So now you have to ask the question, what is Patrick Mahomes without Andy Reid?
I think that question it matters, but not as much.
Yes, it has to matter.
Not no. Why?
Yeah, yes, it has to matter. If it matters when Brady versus in Belichick, why does it not matter for Andy Reid and Patrick
I never
Mahomes?
said it mattered with Brady and Belichick. Brady left and got another ring. But yeah, all right. So if we talk about that, Brady left and got another ring. And you know what Brady used in Tampa Bay? He used Belichick mindset because he's been with Belichick so long. So
Yes.
what we talking about? So what we talking? So Mahomes can leave and use the same Andy Reid mindset because they've been working together. They've been meshed together for so
But
long.
you won't see it until it's time to see it. But you eventually have to ask the question, is it Patrick Mahomes or is it Andy Reid?
I
Because
think
Andy
it's
Reid was
both.
so successful in Philadelphia, and
It's
he was
both. That's
just
like
needing somebody to get him over the hump.
it's both. That's like saying is it Steve Kerr or if it's Stephen Curry? Because Steve Kerr played with Jordan, so he knows.
And he studied under Popovich with the Spurs.
Yeah, so is it Steve Kerr or is it Stephen Curry? It goes like both ways. It's both.
Not so much in basketball.
I don't know. Why? Hold up. Why you say that?
Because in basketball is the least amount of time you actually need the coach for. Of all the sports, you actually need the coach for the least amount when it comes to basketball.
You think so?
Yes, I do.
I don't think so, especially when it's crunch time. Like
When you got three
quarter
superstars
plays.
on the
you know,
team,
coach run up plays in basketball just like any other sport. And,
yeah,
and in
he
basketball, he
You're
doesn't
right.
have a
how
defensive.
many
I mean,
times
basketball, he doesn't have a defensive
do you
coordinator.
look to
He's
this?
coaching
How
like
many
small
times do you
plays.
see the guy waving off the coach like, get the fuck out of here, man? You blow. Like, run your stupid play. Fuck you. I ain't running your stupid play. You see him
The
look
only
off
reason
to
why
the
if
coach.
they're not running super play is
I don't
ISO.
see that a lot. I don't see
When
that a lot.
if they're not
I
running
don't
the
know what
play,
you be watching.
they're gonna do ISO. You know what I mean? They're gonna try to take the ball into their own hands and score.
Nah, but you're not about to tell me they don't draw up plays. Like, especially when it's crunch time. 5
You
minutes
said that
left
they
in
do.
the
You said
fourth
they
quarter.
don't. You said they don't draw the play.
No, I'm saying he can't tell me they don't be them coaching them and drawing up plays.
Oh, right. Agreed. I mean, what's so funny about talking
Yes, they draw up plays, but it's not as essential as it is an NFL coach or a baseball coach.
Because I mean, it's fast paced. Basketball is fast paced. You can't draw a play every fucking play.
There's a lot of coaches for football, though.
Yeah,
There's a lot of coaches for
that was a good point.
basketball. There's a lot of coaches for basketball. For
Not
5
as
starting
many.
players, you got an offensive coach, you got a strength
You
and
don't know.
conditioning, you got a whole team of coaches sitting there next to the head coach on the basketball, on the bench,
That's
on the sideline.
No, you got coordinators and everything over there on football shit, and you got somebody sitting in the box telling you what's going on too.
Yes.
Yeah. Nah. See. Nah. So football is harder. That's what you're saying.
It's a more physical sport. I agree with that.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, nigga, I gotta get hit by a nigga that's 250 pounds, nigga. That shit hurt.
You ever seen a football playbook? It's the size of a phone book, if you remember what phone was.
And how many plays they use out of that motherfucking book?
I'm sure they use a lot of them.
No.
I'm sure they use all of them.
I can watch your
change the
fucking
name
Patriots
around.
and say, all right, we about to do this. It's the same shit. Just they use it in different sequences.
All right, so let me try to put y'all a little back on topic. So let me ask y'all a question. When you put up Mr. Sanders up to his peers, like Ward, like Dart, do you think that other teams in the NFL chose them over him because they were better athletes?
I think
because Cam and Jackson, because Cam Ward and Jackson Dart both went above Shador.
So did Dylan Gabriel and Taylor and Tyler Stowe, and I don't agree with those two.
I don't agree with it.
And both of those have a IQ rating lower than him, and both of them have a completion rating for the year lower than him.
Yeah. So
now Cam has more total touchdowns, passes thrown, but second behind him for the whole NFL, the whole college NCAA would be Shador Stevenson. I mean Sanders. I don't know why he wants to say Stevenson.
All right. So what I think is
let's look away. Let's look away from the numbers.
Yeah. Hold up. What I think is they blame they put all the success on Travis Hunter because all the amazing catches he made, but who threw him the ball?
Right.
Who put that ball in the position for him to make those catches? That's what I think. They blamed his success on Travis Hunter. That's what I think.
All right, what you got for me, man? I know you have something cooking over there.
There was nobody else on that Colorado team that was drafted. Isn't this a team sport?
This is a team sport.
And aren't you investing your quarterback to be the face of your franchise to be for the next decade?
Absolutely.
Don't you want to show some leadership don't you want leadership and standing qualities and everything like that?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
So he's saying he got good numbers, but he's not a good captain. He's not a good leader.
He looks
And
like
you
more of a follower than a leader.
got it.
I mean, I would follow my dad if my dad was Deion Sanders. I mean, y'all tell me. Come on now. Y'all let me know if I'm telling a lie.
I think I probably would follow my dad too if he was.
Yeah, honestly. Like, hey. But now he has to prove it. Now it's time to show up. That's what it
So
is.
so so okay. If it's not the numbers, let me ask you guys as a GM. Say you were GM of one of these NFL teams, what would be you guys' reason, and what would you be your guys your not your reason for
I know
picking
what
them?
you're trying to say. It's his attitude, and it's his dad. The same thing that happened with the Ball brothers. It's the dad. It's the dad. Because he going to get on the team, and his dad going to try and go to that team and tell the coach what to do with his son. Because, like, you get what I'm saying? Like, because he coached his son his whole life. He going to tell him. He going to try to go to the team. Like, you know Dion. The nigga's cocky as fuck. So he going to go to the team, be like, yo, do this with him, do that with him. No, leave him alone. Let him grow. Let him blossom. That's what I
Okay.
think it is, so.
What you got for me, man?
I think he hit it right on the head.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Now,
honestly.
okay, so that's the con. So what are the pros for the young gentleman?
He made it because I was scared that they weren't going. Because I was scared they weren't going to draft him, and then he would have to fucking sign undrafted and get like no money, pretty much, which probably
Right, but
wouldn't
I
have
no,
mattered. But like, I was
no, I
scared that
was
they was going to like not draft him. That's what I was scared of.
right, but I understand that. But I was trying to ask you, like, as a GM, what would be a pro for you picking this guy up?
The pro is his talent, even though like his talent, like
Potential.
and his potential, like it's in his DNA, like
Would
yeah.
you would you would you would you have picked him before the fifth round or no?
I would have. I like to take risks. I'd have risked it. Hey, y'all don't want this nigga? Hey, come on. Hey. Comes out of Death Row Records, bro. Come on.
Who's
Y'all
my
don't want this thing.
my
I'll
starting
deal with the
quarterback?
problems.
Who's my starting quarterback? If my starting quarterback is Bryce Young, I don't know why the Carolina Panthers kept passing on him.
Yeah.
I agree.
If my
Yeah.
quarterback is Lamar Jackson, and I don't think I'm
Yeah, you
drafting
don't
him.
want that.
No,
Yeah, but yeah.
I don't need him. So it depends on who's my quarterback.
Right. Right.
If my quarterback is Bryce Young, yes, damn right, he should be in Carolina right now or in Pittsburgh right now because Aaron Rodgers is done.
Aaron
Yeah,
Rodgers,
I mean,
yeah. I would have
yeah.
definitely signed
He
Sanders, yeah.
could go he could go ahead and retire, man. He was one of my faves, but like Father Time gets everyone,
It's time to go.
especially in that sport. I think that's one of the sports that you can't last as long because of the physical contact.
But quarterbacks can last longer than anybody though, because they don't get,
I mean, he's
they're
still
the most
playing. He
protected.
just not. He just don't got that gas no more. I mean,
I,
Brett
I
Favre
agree.
played a long while too. He just didn't have that gas no more.
I agree. I definitely
But I
agree.
will say that Brett Favre ending career probably looked a little better than Aaron Rodgers.
Marshall, you can answer that.
Yeah, Favre had a better ending to his career than Aaron Rodgers has fallen. Favre was
Yes.
better with the Jets at the end of his career than Rodgers was with the Jets at the end of his career.
And then you gotta know when to give it up. That's the thing.
Yes.
Stop holding on to shit that
Stop
you need
stop
that you
acting
know you need to
weird.
let go.
He's like gotten into weird things off season. He's like doing like eating clay and like having weird retreats
Hold the
and
fuck up. Hold the
and
fuck up.
dark
Hold the fuck
darkness
up.
retreats and he having darkness retreats.
Hey, hold the fuck up. You said eating clay?
Yes, eating clay.
Yeah, nah. We're not doing that. If I get to that stage, y'all niggas need to get on my ass. Eating clay? What? No, we're not eating clay. I'm not eating clay. No, we're not like no. We're not doing that. Hey, Marsha, hey, mister, if I ever eat clay, hey, y'all need to get on my ass.
That's funny. Oh man, in Fayetteville, North Carolina, on Saturday, at the Dogwood Festival, there was a shooting.
Okay.
They were shooting out there with- at the festival, at the Dogwood Festival that we have in our hometown. Luckily, it says that no one was shot, but a lot of shots was rained out. What do y'all think about gun violence, man? I know we speak on it all the time, but being so close to your hometown, BU, how did that affect you, bro? And you losing brothers to gun violence, you keep hearing the Dogwood Festival
I
now getting shot up, things of that nature.
I think that takes the fun out of everything because nobody wants to go out anymore because of gun violence. Like it's like yo, I got a fear for what y'all call them YNs now? Y'all niggas like YNs, young niggas, and niggas not meaning black people, just young kids. I call them YK, young kids. I just made that up. Y'all get a what is it called? Whatever it is. But a YK, not young niggas, young kids. They feel like they're so tough and all big and bad and like just fight. We used to fight back then. Nigga, we didn't have guns. We used to fight. Just fight. Get it over with. Go about your day. You don't have to ruin everybody else uh mood, bro. Like it's not fair to the people and it's like everybody and I blame the internet. But then you can't blame the internet. It's like because the internet has its goods and bad. But
Everything
yeah,
escalates too fast.
yeah. But then
Yes, I agree with that.
you're arguing
I
over the
agree with that.
internet, and then what they call it on site. When I see you, it's on site. Like they're arguing over the internet, so that builds up. That builds up tension. So when you actually see them, it's really on site instead of like getting in an argument right there in person, and then it's not built up. It's just right there, and it's on site. Come here.
Can I get the bracelet?
Come here. Look, no.
Hello.
Yeah,
Can I
the
get the
bracelet in the middle of the couch. But yeah, it's on site. So and then, but that's shut. All right, that's I think it builds up. The internet builds up tension,
Okay.
and then so when they see you, it's like yo, all this been built up. We've been talking shit for weeks, like weeks. So all this, and then and then it's accessibility to guns now too. Anybody can
Yeah.
get a gun now.
Yeah.
Anybody
Anybody.
can print a gun now. You can print guns right in your home. You just need a 3D printer and you can print yourself a fucking gun.
In Florida, you don't even have to have a license anymore to get a gun. How's it's the same in Texas, right, Mister?
I'm not sure, bro. I have to look it up. I don't want to lie to you.
I think so.
Um,
I think so because they just passed it in Florida. You ain't gotta have a license. I was like, damn, I wasted my time going to these classes.
now you
Yeah,
still probably gotta have a license to conceal carry. You probably just don't have a license to buy.
no,
You
you
probably
can
just have to
carry
buy.
without a license here.
Yeah, that's open. You probably can conceal carry without a license.
Yes,
Oh, okay.
it just passed.
Oh,
But
I
that's
thought it, I
dangerous.
thought
That's dangerous.
mm, when it's I think
You,
when
you
guns
got
are
you got
involved,
ratchet kids out here who don't have felonies, so it won't stop them from getting a gun. But they
right? That's
ratchet.
what I'm, when I feel like when guns are in the wrong hands, that's when they become dangerous.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. What
We
about
got a
you,
lot
Mister?
of
What you
ghost
think?
gun. We got a lot of ghost guns here.
What's ghost guns?
Guns without a serial number with that on the barrel.
Oh, they erase them.
Hmm. I think what was it? The Colt 45 was notorious to be a ghost gun. And it was I think it was the Colt 45 or something. It was one of these guns that it was called the ghost gun because it was it was notoriously known for not having serial printed on the barrel.
Yeah, and then you like well with revolvers and shit, you can't trace the bullet. Like shit, I
Yes,
might
you
get me a
can.
revolver. Well, I
He talking
mean,
about he talking about I think he talking about with revolvers that you keep the shell casings as well. I think
yeah,
he
you
talking
keep them, you pick them up, and they gone. There's
Yeah.
no proof.
about. The shell casings stay in the gun, right?
Yeah,
With a revolver.
yeah.
That's the
That
benefit of the revolver.
yeah, I gotta get me
Yeah.
one.
They're not projectile like if you shoot a regular handgun,
But hey, it would hurt me to kill somebody, boy.
semi-automatic.
That should hurt. But if
You
it's
said
me
what?
or you, you gotta go. Hey,
Yeah.
hey, hey. If it's me, if I gotta go or you gotta go, it's gonna be you. I wish I was lying.
So what? So is so the only time?
I
So
don't know. I got a purge list just in case that day ever comes.
oh my goodness.
Hey,
Oh,
I'm glad I got good. I've got one good white homeboy, Marshall. I'm glad you're on my side.
I, if purge day ever comes, I got a list.
All right,
oh
Mister,
man.
what you got?
I don't have no lists. That's for sure. I'm just gonna pray for you. You know what I'm saying? And get the hell on out of the way. You know, cause I mean, realistically, man. I know this may be a little off topic, but realistically, I just know that people are not raised the same way as us. You know,
Yeah,
so you know the saying that common sense ain't so common. That's just really true. You know,
yeah,
you would think something would be common sense to everyone, and then you meet everybody and find out that it's not. You know, things that comes naturally to you, things that you would just put together. Some people have very hard times with those same uh thought processes, I guess.
it's called mental illness. It's called
It's
being
not
how
even
you're
just
raised.
it's not even a mental illness because everybody is raised and everybody learns on a different frequency.
I just said
So
that's what I said after is how you being raised too.
yeah, I agree with that. I agree with that. I
Mm-hmm.
agree with that. Mm-mm-mm. What you got planned for this week, BU?
Uh, this week, this week I'm working. Actually, this week I'm working a double tomorrow. I gotta learn how to close out. I gotta learn a couple things. Like I think they're kind of using me. Actually, they are using me. I figured it out because I thought about it over the weekend. These niggas is using me, but I'm gonna use them too. Like you gotta play it both ways. Yeah, y'all can use me. I'm gonna use y'all. Give me my hours because I ain't gonna do shit anyway. So, hey, I hope they're not watching. I hope they're not watching. But get my hours for the week. Yeah, and just learn closing out. I gotta learn. It's called Procore. It's a program called Procore. It's an engineering program. Procore and BIM 360. So I gotta get on those programs. I got my OSHA 30. You know OSHA. You already know what OSHA 30 is.
Yeah. How do you let me ask you, brother, how do you practice compassion and kindness? Do you practice that within yourself? Do you practice that to your kids? Um, what does compassion and kindness mean in your household?
compassionate comments?
No, compassion and kindness.
How do I do that?
Yes.
Uh,
What is your philosophy on kindness? What is your philosophy on compassion within your household? Is that something that you demonstrate? Is that something that you teach, that's not something that you dwell on in your household? Kindness and compassion.
I do both, but more of compassion within my house. We're not about to be compassionate to the people outside. We can be kind to them and all that, but like then in the house we got it because you know you can relate more to me as anybody else. We got love. We got kids. Like you got to be compassionate with one another. Y'all gotta love one another. Y'all gotta what's up, Montana? But
Lieutenant Copeland ain't in the building.
yeah, but when you go outside, like you gotta be kind too. You gotta be kind too. But I'm not compassionate to outside people outside of my house
So,
unless I
so
really care
basically,
about you.
so in other words, you're not compassionate to strangers.
Why would I be compassionate to a stranger?
Got it.
I'm asking you. Why would I be?
Um, in my philosophy, the way I was raised that you want to
I got
tread.
to get to know you for me to be compassionate to you.
I got you. That's Everybody's philosophy is different, and nobody's perspective is wrong. Everybody is right from their perspective. From my
Right?
perspective and how I was raised, um, I was taught to treat people how you want to be treated.
That's
And
kindness.
okay, and I was
I gotta
taught to
put my
love,
hood back on. Hold up.
and
I'm
I was
about to go
taught
back
to
to
love.
bed.
I was taught to love everyone and pray for everyone, including my enemies and those who wrongfully accuse me. So, being that I was taught to raise that way, I was taught to show everybody empathy, everybody compassion, and give everybody the benefit of the doubt. Simply being because once you know more, more is required. And being that I know more now, I realize that, like we just spoke on earlier, everybody not may not have the same understanding and upbringing as me. So they may not even be coming from an ill place. They could be just simply not even knowing no better. They don't know how to talk to me no better because that's the only way that someone ever has been talking to them. So to me, it may be perceived as they talking to me crazy, but to them, it could be just their normal dialogue and how they deliver their speech.
Like so, but you just all right. So I just said I'm not. I'll be kind to a stranger. And you said you're gonna be compassionate to a stranger.
Yes, I'm gonna be compassionate
I
to
don't like
everybody.
that. I don't like that.
I'm gonna be
Hey,
compassionate to everybody.
yeah. See, and
If I
that'll hurt you. But I'll be kind to you until I get to know you. You're a stranger. Why would I be compassionate to you? You're a stranger. Once I get to know you, maybe we can talk about compassionate.
I guess I realized that we all connected and we all need each other. So I know that that we all connected and we all spiritually brothers and sisters. So I guess that's why I'm so compassionate to all of my brothers and sisters, no matter how and what shape, form, a capacity that they have to love me back.
All right. So, hey, when you first met, you was compassionate to me when you first met me.
When I first met you, I was a child without my frontal cortex fully developed.
Okay.
Hey, he was compassionate to me. He gave me some chicken. and brought his
that.
game.
Hey, no, that was a kindness of act.
Hey, now look, and brought the GameCube to my crib, and we played. The first day I met this man, bro. That man was, he had a duffel bag with a GameCube and a box of chicken. I said, yo, forget this. We can go to my house and play the game if you want. He said, okay. We left everybody
Nah,
to
for
top the
real.
neighborhood.
Hey,
Nah, for
I still
real.
remember our freestyle days in the Green Explorer, bro. That shit crazy.
Oh, man,
We had some
classic.
freestyle days in the Explorer, bro. That Explorer ain't have no brakes for like 2 years, bro. We still. My nigga Mister ain't have no brakes for 2 years when we was riding.
Hey, look, man, I tell you one thing, man. I'm gonna tell you one thing for sure. Bruh, vehicles may not been all the way put together, but they'll get wherever.
I promise you, bro.
And back. Let me put that in there. And back. All right.
And we getting back home.
And back. All right. And back. Let me add that part too. And back.
And the police knew our names. Like, nigga, what?
Yeah, man.
They were like, oh, there go them niggas again. They knew that before. The green ones, there go them niggas. Oh, man.
Little niggas up to no good.
Yeah, they know. But they left us alone because we kept it real, though. That's what I'm talking about. Like, yeah, we kept it real every time they put us over. We ain't have what they was looking for. Yeah, we had weed. That's it. Like, they got nothing else.
Yeah, that was around the time they was really looking for them. They was really looking for their heroin.
Yeah, and them beans and all that. Yeah.
Yeah, around that
All
time.
we did was smoke weed and drink fucking vodka brunettes, every flavor.
Oh, y'all boys did stay with them Burnett bottles, boy.
With the brunettes, the Four Locos.
Y'all definitely stayed with the Burnett bottles.
Yeah, every flavor, nigga. If I drink that shit now, I throw up. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh man, you couldn't pay me to drink no shit like that, man.
Yeah, I throw
This
up.
is what I mean. This is what I mean by being in my adolescence. When you get a little older, you do a little better. You know what I
Honestly.
mean? And even in my youth, you know what I mean. I ain't know y'all boys not for nothing, and I had everybody riding around in my shit. So
True.
yeah, nigga, I was definitely showing you some compassion.
Niggas, hey, nigga, I was the smallest nigga. Niggas used to be mad. Niggas skeet in the front. Yes.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
those were the days.
Man,
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were, man. Yes, they were.
Proud of
Hey,
you, gentlemen. Everybody in successful positions, handling their business, taking care of their families, being the great gentlemen that I know that y'all are, man. So kudos to y'all, man.
mm-hmm.
Man, appreciate
Montana,
that.
how your week ended? Hey, so Montana, we brought this question up earlier.
What's that?
Is it the end of the week or the beginning of the week? Because it's Sunday and tomorrow is Monday. Is it the end of the week or the beginning of the week?
This is the beginning of the week for me.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm headed up to Walmart right now to grab this little jug of oil. Always before I hit the mountains, I always take some oil, extra oil with me, cause the mountains gonna let you know if you got an oil leak.
What you mean?
Oh yeah. 'Cause you were overworking your engine.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
because you're climbing.
it's gonna let you know how strong that transmission is too.
Oh yes sir. I got that big 13 back there. Got that big 13 speed transmission,
Oh yeah.
big 344 gears. But nah, it's just basically like
Oh,
when
so
like it's. Go ahead.
my bad. Go ahead. Go ahead. I finished
No, I'm
what you
about
had
to
to
say
say.
basically, like it's like you just said, when you going into the mountains, you are really working that motor and transmission, and I'm heavy. You know what I'm saying? So I just like to be when you stay ready, you ain't got to get ready. You know?
Yeah. Now your truck is a shift, is a stick, right? That's what you just
Yes
said.
sir. Yes
So
sir.
have you drove the automatics? Do you like the automatics? What's your opinion on those?
I hate automatics, man. I drove it due to when I was in trucking school, the company that paid for me to go to school, that was a part of their conditions because all of their trucks were automatics. So once I figured that out in school, I tried to go to a different company, which is well known by the name of TMC, and them bastards told me no. But that was the only way at the school I was at that you could test out in a manual truck, and that's what I want to do. Cause with that automatic, if you test out an automatic, you get this thing on your license called an automatic restriction. So
But if
it
you
kind of
test out in the manual, you get both. Yeah.
yeah, you get both. So with the automatic restriction, you handicapping yourself. You know what I'm saying? You blocking your
right,
blessings and more because Mr. Joe might be paying $2,500 a week home every night, but you can't go over there because all Mr. Joe got is manual trucks.
Yeah.
right, right.
So but yeah, that put handcuffs on me for like the first 3 years of my career, and I had to go back to school and everything, man. I had to
Oh
go back to
damn.
school. Yeah, I had to
Mm.
go back to school, um, because they told me that they was like, oh yeah, you can always come back and just test. I thought I was just gonna go back, take the test, go on about my business. Hell no, I had to do the
You
back
had
of
the
maneuvers
whole
all
school
over
and all that
again. Yeah, I'm like, yo,
shit.
I'm like, man, I've been driving for 3, 4 years, man. So I'm basically acting as an instructor with all the new people and stuff, man. But I had to go back to Tennessee for 3 days to to handle that.
All right, I got a question.
What's up?
All right, so with you being a truck driver, you have very good self awareness.
Hell yeah.
How does that relate to real life self awareness, like off the road?
Because off the road, because as a truck driver, right? You're
Yeah,
always watching out for others. You're not driving for just yourself. You always looking 15, 30 seconds up the road.
yeah,
So you're paying attention to everything. You're paying attention to the traffic that's coming southbound. Even though you got that guardian, well, not guardian, but even though you got a guardrail and stuff over there, you still making sure because
yeah.
somebody might fall asleep and they over here in your lane. So it relates to the real world because I'm always actually, if you take it back to
Your
my
head on the
Sunline
pivot.
days, you know what I'm saying, having peripheral vision and
Okay,
just always observing my surroundings and watching what's going on
you
around
doing
me.
that right now? I see you looking side to side. You doing that
Yeah,
right now?
yeah.
Mm.
Because you know what I'm saying, I don't want to be blindsided by anything.
Of course not. Yeah, always got to be on this swivel. 360 awareness, baby.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel it.
You got to, man, because it takes 3 seconds, dog. It takes 3 seconds.
Yeah.
It's been plenty of times where I'm not gonna lie, I might have been looking at my damn phone. Next thing I know is I call them devil eyes. You look up, it's brake lights in front of you. The devil eyes. Oh shit.
Mm.
Let me, you know what I'm saying? Oh, let me. Or you know what I'm saying? I might have been looking at my phone. I had to go around something.
What I learned about the trucking business, hey, y'all communicate like, yo, hey, it's an accident up ahead, watch out, stuff like
Oh
that.
yeah,
Y'all
on that
communicate.
CB. Oh yeah, on that CB radio. Hell yeah.
Yeah,
That's most definitely. We definitely do that because it'd be a lifesaver, man. There's been plenty of times somebody came over that CB and told me what was going on up ahead to hop off. Matter of fact, I don't know if you remember, I think it was 2020 or 2021 when Texas first got hit with that big old snow
oh, with the
Yes,
with
sir.
the
storm.
with
It was 20.
the
It was
black ice.
21.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
it was I-35 and they had that big old pile up with the FedEx
Down there
truck,
in
right?
Houston.
Black ice.
Yeah, yeah, with that, right? So,
Yeah, that's crazy.
but Mr. Caught on, but yeah. So when I left out the truck stop that morning, I left out the truck stop probably about I say I left out about like 3, 4. It was probably like 4 in the morning because that accident started about like 5, 6. And the guy came over the radio. He said, "Hey, driver, I don't know where you going, but don't go 35." I say, "Why not?" I said, "What's wrong with it?" He said, "Man, it's fucked up. There's cars everywhere, trucks everywhere. It's fucked up, man. It's fucked up. And this is before the pileup even happened. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I'm like, okay, well, I'll take the back roads. I hop on the back roads. And when I get on the back road, the roads were so icy and messed up. We ended up being in a slowdown here, in a slowdown on the back road. But I said that to say, if it wasn't for Buddy telling me not to take 35, I could have been in that same old pileup. Because that's the exact route I
Right.
was going.
Hey, so
Right.
at what point do y'all throw chains on the tires?
I don't, because I don't go nowhere that requires that.
You're like,
Because I'm
fuck
not
all
doing
that.
it. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. If I gotta do all that to drive up and down the road, I don't need to be on the road.
I agree with you.
You
I
know what I'm
agree
saying?
with
If I
you.
gotta go put chains on a tire, no.
That's iceberg trucker shit.
Yeah, I don't need to be out. I'll take my little happy self home. Shoot, what's wrong with them people? But no, that's usually in them states like Montana, Wyoming, Colorado, Washington, certain parts of Pennsylvania. If you like, they'll have like weather bans and travel bans. Like a lot of times, you have to check your phone or you have to get on the DOT website to see if they even because like recently when they just had all the bad snowstorms here recently, I was going back and forth to Pennsylvania during all that, and it was one day I couldn't even go up because they had a note they had a travel ban. Oh, I'm on the wrong aisle. They had a travel ban on Pennsylvania, basically on Pennsylvania, and it was like, don't move. And if you do move, you better have chains on. Who ain't got no chains? I got chains for the load, not for no tire.
Also, you don't keep the chains in your shit just in case.
Well, if I was one of those drivers that went to them states that require that a lot, I would.
You
Like
would.
you'll see them hanging like usually on the back of the truck, or you see them hanging on the bottom of a trailer. That the people that go
Okay.
there, they
Okay.
yeah, they keep them on there. But now that I said the cat, I ain't got time. That's an extra headache for no reason, dog. That's how I look at it. It's an extra headache for no
Do
reason.
they pay more?
No, they don't pay you no more.
Oh yeah, so yeah, I feel you. I ain't going there either.
And
I
the
feel you.
and the reason why they telling you to put them chains on is because you finna climb up a crazy ass fucking mountain. And after you climb up that crazy ass mountain, you gotta come back down that motherfucker.
And them brakes ain't stopping shit.
Bro, man, man, I got caught right before Thanksgiving last year. Man, I'm coming back from Pittsburgh area. I'm trying to beat the storm. I get back to right crossing into West Virginia. It was dark. Man, I come past this little you know what I'm saying? I seen a little flurries, so I'm running. I'm riding. I passed a little service plaza area, bro. I get to the top of that little mountain, but it just turned snow white out there. Everything turned white. You couldn't see the road. You couldn't see nothing. So I turned my flashes on. You know what I'm saying? I started driving slow. Here come Bobby in his little truck trying to be Mr. Big Dog. Oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, dog. You got it. I promise you, bro. He didn't even get past me no longer than 3 seconds. But he just started doing like this. I said, oh, I'm on the phone with my homeboy Mo. I said, oh shit, Mo, he about to go. He said, he got it. I said, oh, that. He brought it back. But look, you know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers don't respect. They just don't respect Mother Nature.
That's
Right.
real shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you sitting here trying to be extra? I want $30 for a fucking bucket. What the fuck wrong with these people? Oh, $8. See, let me tell you. See, this is another thing.
The store's gonna get real, man.
This right here to save your life as a trucker. Anybody watching this?
At Home Depot, they're like $5.
Hey, no, I look at the wrong bucket. But look, this right here
Oh,
save
okay.
your life. This is your trash can. This is your
And your shit
toilet.
can.
Your toilet, okay?
Yeah, I already know. They throw a bag in that bitch. Hey, I tell you shit, I got my toilet paper right there. I feel
Come on now. Yeah.
you.
No game.
I'm hip. What they say? Yeah, I'm hip.
You out there in the middle of nowhere. And I'm not using nobody's porta potty. Call it what you want.
Oh no, what booty touch? What cheeks touch that?
Man, look, I be on them job sites. I be watching all them Hispanics. I'm not gonna disrespect, but I be watching. You know what I'm saying? But they the only motherfuckers I know at 7 o'clock at the taco truck. What the hell?
We're at 7 a.m. in the morning.
Fucking that goddamn porta potty up, boy.
Doing it justice.
Just taking turns on that thing, boy. No sir. No sir.
Nah, I love my Hispanics, but yeah, that's funny as fuck. Hey,
I love
Mister, what we got, Mister?
Yeah. You know I'm late.
Nah. You good. You good. We'll do some words of association, and then I got a poem to read that I wrote today, and then we can close out. That sound good for y'all, Jimmy?
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
All right, hold up. All right, so hold on. I got some questions in. All right,
All right, good.
how y'all feel about change?
About
About
change?
Change,
The
say
word
change.
or
or like
changing something?
changing yourself.
I think it's inevitable.
Explain.
I think it's inevitable. I think I said it's a phrase in the Bible. It says, "When I was a child, I did as a child. When I became a man, I put away my childish ways."
Mm,
So I think in life, you know, as a boy transition to a man, he has to accept that he has to change from that boy into that man. Some things he has to let go in order to be considered a man. And a lot of times, most men haven't seen an example of what a man is, so they hold on to boyish behavior.
agreed.
Like,
For me, I ain't gonna sit here and cap. For the longest, I resented change. I didn't want to change. Um, but I think I said this before. I think it really took um my car being shot up a month before my son was born, and man,
yeah,
my son being born, like that just really it sparked the fuel to the fire. I always wanted more for myself. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't one of those redundant kids that just was going to be a knucklehead or a drug dealer their whole life. But like I said, I just didn't want to change. I was content with how I was moving and what I was doing. So when those things transpired, it sparked a change. And now when I change, I like it. I notice usually for the better, or for the better of me, or for the better of something else. But so I don't fight it anymore.
like my answer is I look at see, I got two different perspectives of it. Change and then there's change and then there's growth.
Hmm.
Because I can't change me. I am who I am.
Hmm.
I can grow, but I can't change like what's destined for me. Like I can grow as a person, and I can like grow to who I want to be. But at the end of the day, I'm still me. I can't change that
Yeah.
because it's still gonna come out of me, regardless of the fact. It's still gonna come out. Like it's inevitable. Like Mister, you said that earlier. Inevitable. So I can't change that. But so there's a difference between change and growth, I guess.
Um, I mean, I guess once again, these are one of them things where it's everybody's perception
Yeah.
because because like I think I know that I've changed. I'm not the same person that I was when I was a child. I don't think the same. And you could call that growth, but in my growth, there has been a lot of changes. Things that I may have liked it when I was a child, I don't like anymore. Even foods, even personalities, even environment. You know what I mean? So there's been a lot of changes in my life. So I can't say that I don't change because I definitely have changed.
All right. So with that being said, do you tolerate things that you shouldn't tolerate?
Absolutely. That's giving people grace.
Why?
That's giving people grace.
You
I'm
you
gonna give you some
tolerate things
grace.
that you shouldn't tolerate.
Absolutely. That's giving you grace.
Okay. Hey, cause you told me you told me the one day you told me I tolerate you. You told me that. Yeah, you did tell me that. I was like, yeah, goddamn, let me think about this shit. All right, so this nigga give me grace. Hold up. This nigga's giving me grace. Hey, that's a big step in the right direction, I guess.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Every every
Nah,
every every man deserves it, and every man gets it because I require it from my Lord and Savior. So I have to be an
yeah,
example for things that I want. You know.
yeah, and I feel like you become a huge reflection of who you surround yourself with, actually.
Right.
And
Absolutely.
then like, cause that's energy. Energy is big.
Right.
Like I've been starting to learn that shit. Energy is big.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. It is only transfer from one party to the next. It is not destroyed. You know what I mean? So, like we've said on multiple podcasts, when a person of negative energy come into a space full of positive energy, he can change the whole room by just being there.
Mm-hmm.
Same and vice versa. Someone who is positive come into a negative space, he can
Yeah.
change the whole atmosphere by just
Yeah.
stepping in the light. You know what I mean? So
Oh, they
energy is definitely.
oh,
When we were children, there was a saying that they said to us, and it was like it was a saying they said to us when we were children, and it was birds of a feather flock together.
Yeah.
Um, and as a child, we may not have understand that concept when we was kids, but what they was basically trying to tell us is, you know, if you hang
You are who you
around,
hang with.
you are who you hang with. If you hang around with five murderers, they're going to associate you as being the sixth one. If you hang around with five millionaires, they're going to associate you with being the sixth one. We guilty by association a lot of times. So it's not about like we speak on. It's not about what you know, but who you know. If you are trying to be or aspiring to be anything in life, why not have peers that are already in the position that you are aspiring to be so that you can learn from? If you want to be
Yeah.
a nurse, if you want to be a nurse, you should have at least four or five nurse friends. If you want to be a writer, you should have four or five author friends. You know what I mean? Like if you want to be a musician, you need to have four or five musician friends. So and that been doing it for a while, somebody you can piggyback and learn from. Mentorships. If you're the smartest person in your group, it's time to find you another group, sadly.
All right. So there's power in silence.
Oh, absolutely. Everything does not require a reaction. You know what I mean? Silence is powerful because
They keep them
it
guessing.
eliminates you keep them guessing, baby.
Like, damn, what this nigga up to? Hey, damn, and I ain't telling you shit.
I ain't telling you shit.
Look at.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you see what hey, you keep them guessing all the time, bro. And then
Yes, sir.
cause I'm a transparent person, but I pick and choose. Like I fucking say what the fuck ever, or whatever. But you gotta deserve it.
Right.
Cause if I don't give a
I'm a
fuck
very
about you, you said
right.
what?
I'm a very private person, and it has nothing
Mm-hmm.
to do with me caring what somebody's opinion of me is, because I can care less what someone thinks about me. You talking
Yeah.
about Jesus and he saved everybody. and they still crucified him. So you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And I'm nowhere near the caliber of a man that he was. So I know that they're gonna talk about me. I know they're gonna be some things that they don't like about me, and some things that I don't like about me. So so I don't care about somebody's perception of me. But I do care about the energy that I keep and the places that and the environments that I put myself in. That's important. Um, I don't go where I'm not welcome. I'm not going in a space that's going to bring something different out of me.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, you know what I mean. We have to love ourselves more to treat ourselves better, and that's in all aspects of life. You know what I mean. Knowledge is power. You know what I mean. Power is the key. So if we're not equipping ourselves with fundamentals by reading, by trying to better ourselves in whatever caliber of life that is, what are we doing? That's what I
Uh,
mean when I say we got. That's
all
when I
right.
say we
So
gotta love ourselves more.
yeah. So all right. So I with that being said, I heard on the Breakfast Club. I think it was Debbie Brown. She was like sophisticated language. People use sophisticated language to avoid who they really are.
What you
What
mean
does
by
that
that?
mean?
Sophisticated language to avoid who they really are.
That's what she
I'm
said. Debbie Brown on it was on the Breakfast Club actually.
yeah. Everybody has their own opinion of that because to me, I think when a person is articulate, they can verbalize what and express what they want to say better than someone who maybe is less articulate.
Okay.
So I don't think me being significant, uh, me being intellectual in my speech means that I'm trying to avoid reality. No. But I
But
think what she mean more was like fabric-lessness. People who talk big about a subject, but it's not really the subject that they talk about really doesn't hold any merit. They're just
Yeah.
using big words to sound intelligent. Yes.
Okay.
So if you're
Yeah, I
using
just
big
heard.
words to
I
sound
literally
intelligent,
just heard that today. Yeah,
yeah, if
It
you're
was
using
Debbie
big words
Brown.
to sound intelligent, if you're using big words to sound intelligent, but not really talk about nothing, I can agree with her in that aspect. But
Yeah,
most people who are very articulate, the reason why people call them articulate is because they have the ability to use the words
huh?
to express
Okay.
themselves.
yeah, I feel that. All right,
Bruh,
we can close out.
bruh, why the cashier lady asked me how can she get a switch?
Oh Lord, I guess you look like somebody that would know where to get a switch at, brother.
I asked her, all
I
I
mean,
said was, how your night been? Just making conversation, paying for my stuff. She said, oh, it's just kind of off because of that shooting last night. We had some shooters in Fayetteville last night. And then she was like, I ride around my 9 and my 38. But the white boy in the deli told me I need to get a switch.
oh man, see, and we were just talking about that gun violence earlier. I really wish that we didn't live in America where people didn't feel like they had to protect themselves with weapons. But that's the state of America, bro. Everybody feel like they have to be armed. Even felons that cannot carry a gun feel like they have to carry a gun. And I'm a
Yeah.
prime example. I'm a prime example for that. I have a felon for cashing a bag check, and I got pulled over, and the police seen a gun in my glove compartment. Clean and and registered. So, but I got charged because I'm a felon.
Yes,
You
sir.
know what I mean? So, and I'm
There's some way
fighting a
around
charge
that,
right
bro.
now. Yeah, I'm fighting a charge right now with that in a whole nother state. So yeah, bro, and it's because I left out of town and I didn't want to leave out of town naked. I got six daughters. I mean 6 kids, and I wanted to come back home to them.
You
You
damn
know,
right.
so
And I encourage, what I'm saying? I mean, I don't give a damn what the law says. I'd rather you be caught with it than without it at the end of the day. So, what I mean? It's not like you riding around with it, parading it, and, you know,
no, it was
pulling it
locked. It was
out.
locked in the glove compartment. I had to unlock it for
Exactly. Exactly. So, your lawyer gonna eat that one up. Your lawyer gonna eat that one up. I'm gonna tell you that right now. He gonna eat it up. You be alright on that one. But it's a way around it. But the law still is that you technically can't have one because of that F on your report card. How long ago was that F?
Well, the F happened a long time ago, but I didn't handle it like I was supposed to.
Oh, okay,
So
okay.
it didn't get closed till not too long ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
So when I caught the charge or when the case was closed, are two different things. Case being closed till just recently.
yeah, we gonna fight to get that. I don't know. I honestly feel, man. Nah, never mind. We gotta close out this show. I'm shutting up, man. Go ahead and make the
Let
statements, man.
me ask y'all boys, when you hear the words reflection, what does that mean to you?
Reflection. The way I see myself and the way others see me.
Okay, I like that. I like that. What about you, BU? You still with us?
Yeah, I'm here. Reflection. Um, it's that comes back to what I said, self-awareness. There was times where I couldn't look myself in the mirror
Mm.
Right.
because I was disappointed in myself. Actually,
Ooh, I like that.
Mm.
like
I like that.
you gotta keep it real, and you gotta keep it real with yourself. That's reflection.
Yeah.
Keep it at 100
Thank.
with you.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that. I'm gonna piggyback off what you just said, BU. My
I ain't done yet. Hold up.
oh shit.
So
I'm sorry. My bad, brother. My bad.
yeah. So there's times like, and then you gotta realize when you're wrong.
Mm.
That's reflection.
Mm.
You gotta realize your mistakes. You gotta fix those and never make them again. And then and I made the same mistakes over and over. And then I beat myself up. Like I'm my biggest threat. I'm the biggest
We
threat to
all
me.
are.
I ain't threatened by nobody. Nobody. I ain't threatened by no man, no woman, no. Only person I'm threatened by is God. But I'm not. I'm not. No. So and then I continue to make the same mistakes. But then when you finally look at yourself and be like, yo, this shit got to change, and you make that change, that's reflection. That's reflection.
That's deep.
I like that. I like that. Matt, what is your thoughts on reflection, bro? When you hear the word reflection, what does that mean to you?
An image, something about portraying an image.
Gotcha. Something about portraying the image. I like that. When I hear reflection, I think the first thing or the first thought that comes to me when I hear reflection is accountability. Um, just like DU was saying, self awareness and taking accountability when you look at that man in the mirror and take accountability of fixing the things that you may not like that you see. Admitting, like he said, admitting where your what your flaws is and what your weaknesses is. To me, that's strength in itself. You know what I mean? To say that, I struggle with this. I struggle with that. I think a lot of us think that it's weak to be honest with what our weakness is, but I think that it's actually strength in our weakness.
Yeah,
Once you make your weakness your strength, to me you're unstoppable.
yeah. Hey, and then just to go back to what I was saying in general, once I did that, bro, my life changed. Like it's like, and I used to blame everybody instead of blaming myself. Sometimes you gotta realize like you're the problem,
Yeah.
and then you gotta realize you're the problem, and you gotta fix you, which is the problem. So then when you fix you, you fix the problem. Real shit. And that it ain't for everybody. I'm just telling y'all my story, and then that helped me out a lot, and that made me grow as a person. That made me grow in my career. That made me grow as a family man. It made me grow with my kids. Like it made me grow because one thing about life starts with you.
Yes.
No matter what, like you got to be good in order for anybody else around you
To be good.
is good. Like that, and that comes with energy that we spoke about earlier. So
I believe that. That's what I stand on that.
yeah,
They tell you if you want to play, you have to put your oxygen mask on first before you can help your neighbor.
yeah. So now I stop blaming people, and I just blame myself. Like damn, even if they did wrong, I'm like damn, it's my fault. I fucked
I
with them.
allowed it to happen. Yeah, I allowed that to happen.
Yeah, fuck it.
I allowed that to happen. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? I tolerated it. You know what I
it's
mean?
my
So
fault. Yeah, I
no
blame
matter
me.
no matter no matter what the circumstance is, I have to always take the accountability because
Yeah,
I am the conductor. I am the captain of my life. You know,
yeah,
so whichever way that my life is going, I have to look at myself and say, hey, you need to tighten up. You procrastinated here. You didn't do this there, and that's why you're not here. You know what I mean? A
and
lot of us is,
had I not did that, nigga, I don't know where I would have been right now. Had I not
yeah,
realized that, like, nigga, I would have been like fucking running around crazy.
yeah. A
Instead of
lot
at
of us is
home right now, right here.
exactly. I was just going to say that. A lot of us is exactly where we are because that's where we want to be.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Because if we wanted something different for ourselves, we would do something different to get it. You know what I mean? A lot of us fear. A lot of us is overcome by fear. We fear of the change. We fear of what happens if I step out there, and then we tell ourselves everything that we don't have to keep us from getting to that next level. Instead of
I,
just
that was my
instead of
biggest
just
fear.
stepping out on faith.
That was
Exactly.
my biggest fear. It was failure. I didn't want to take risks. It was failure. I didn't want to fail. And then I thought some shit was too big for me until I took that
It's 80.
first risk.
It's 80% of us biggest fear
Yeah.
is failure. A lot of people fear success, bro. A lot of people fear what would success look like
I
because
like
they
that.
ain't never had no one else around them get to that pinnacle of success.
Mm-hmm.
I look at how many successful people that come from poverty, but because of their athletic ability, it allows them to withstand a larger sum of money. But without money literacy, as soon as their athletic ability stops making money, they run out of it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
because and that's because a lot of us are not taught how to be successful.
Yeah.
We're scared of it. We don't know what generational wealth look like, so we're scared of it.
Yeah.
We scared of what good credit look like.
Mm.
Yeah, man, real shit, real shit.
Nigga, there used to be times I used to be scared to look at my account. I know ain't shit in there. And I was scared to look at it. Like, oh, shit.
Man, hey,
I wouldn't even look at the notifications because I signed up for, text notification. I wouldn't look at that. But yeah, I get it. Yeah, you're right.
right now, second one I got for y'all tonight, vision.
Vision. Vision. All right, y'all go first, actually. I'll go last. Marshall, vision.
An intuition into the unknown.
Okay. Montana still on here?
Yeah,
Still with it,
vision.
Montana?
Yeah, I'm here. Vision for me would be a plan or a foresight that only I can see.
Yes, sir. I like that. I like that. Damn it, boy. Shit, I don't even think I can rebuttal nothing better for that. Yeah.
Yo, go ahead, man.
What what
Go
what
ahead.
what Montana said? Shit, go ahead, B.
Vision. Vision for me is like, for one, you can't tell everybody what you want to do, what you're looking forward to doing. And my grandma would tell me this all the time. You can tell people to pray for you, but they might not pray good for you. They could pray your downfall.
Yes, sir.
Mm.
Yes, sir.
So vision, and then I had to realize the difference between vision and tunnel vision. Because tunnel vision, you just focus on this. When you have all you focus on this, but you got all this that you can do.
Right.
So yeah, vision. That was a turning point in my life too. But like, vision is a good thing. And then, like I said, you can't tell everybody what you want to do. Shut up. You keep your vision to yourself. Sometimes, but sometimes you need a team. But you got to pick and choose when you need that. Because sometimes you need a team. But like my vision's like, you didn't know what I was going through, Mr. or Marshall, this past week. I had to work on that, I got laid off, and then I had to focus on that. That was tunnel vision. I had to get this shit ASAP, like, and it happened ASAP. I had to focus on that fully, like, no matter what, it had to happen. I don't want nobody else involved or nothing. It's just me, and I'm gonna make it happen. And that's what I did. But you got to pick and choose. So vision is focus. I'll say focus.
I like that. Vision. I'm gonna add a little something, and I think it's the same thing he said. I'm just gonna say it another way. Vision is just the ability to see things that others cannot.
Yeah.
And I disagree with something you said. You said you don't share your vision, and I think
I
the
don't
total
share
opposite.
certain visions.
Okay, I
Certain.
respect that. Okay, all right. Well, I respect
Yeah,
that.
certain visions. But because, like I said, you need certain people to complete your vision. But sometimes your vision is just you. That's tunnel vision.
Okay, I respect that because I feel
Yeah.
like I feel like the vision is a gift. You know what I mean? And sometimes your vision is the ability to be the leader for others.
Yes.
So you may have the vision to guide other people. You know what I mean? Some people may be blind, and you have the vision to guide them from the ditch, from falling, so to
All
speak.
right.
And
All right. So
that's
with that being said, that's
But
trial
how
and
many
error.
people's visions weren't seen right off the bat?
Hold up. So that comes with what I was just about to say. That's trial and error. I'm not about
if
to
it
give you
wasn't
my
seen
vision.
right off the bat, would it be a vision? Because a vision is something that is seen, is it not?
No. But what I'm saying is, I have a vision. I'm not gonna tell you until it works for me. And then I'm like, yo, this shit, hey, come on now. This is my vision. Hey, nigga, you gotta do this. Like, type shit. Like, it worked out. Like I'm an open person. Y'all know, I don't know. I'm an open person, but like certain shit I'm secretive of if I feel like it's fucking dangerous or it's hard to achieve. And then like I'm not about to tell you, oh, I'm gonna go do this. I'm not about to tell, like, I might tell y'all, but I'm not about to go tell people or put on social media, oh, I'm about to do this, do this, do this, do this. No. And then, I'm gonna go try it, see how I can do it. And then if it works out, then I'll let y'all know. That's a part of vision as well. They were like, all right, man, it ain't that hard. Come on, that's vision.
I respect that. I respect that. I see vision. I see vision as each one teach one. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
as soon as you
But
gain the knowledge, be willing to pass it on.
yeah, because I'm not about to go out there and be like, yo, soon as somebody tell me something, I tell you. And it ain't work out for me yet. Like, it don't make
Right,
sense.
right. So you make sure that the
I make
philosophy
sure
is
it's fucking clear,
accurate.
100, straight up. Hey, this how you do it, straight up. And then you can trust me because you trust me. You can trust me. Hey, that's it. Like, but not he say, she say shit. Like, all right, that's how you do it. It'll work. Like, no, nigga, I want to try it
and,
out before I tell anybody else.
and make sure that it's been proven.
Yeah.
I got that. I got that. You got a rebuttal for that, man?
Let me throw my hoodie back on. Man, it's palms are sweaty.
You on mute? You
Mom's
talking to
spaghetti.
us, man? Over there looking like Eminem. We got our own Eminem at all times, baby. We got our own Marshall over here at Art and his first name is Ed, so it's really M. Yeah. Let's
Hey,
go.
his daughter just had a kid. You know that, Marshall, right?
Yes.
I know you know.
All
What else we got?
right, I'm gonna read us a little poem that I just wrote today, man. It's
All right,
called
let's get it.
Nothing Ever Matters. Give me for my eye contact, so I'm reading my shit. Let's get it. We're often battling wars internally. The man in the mirror complex, struggling to do away with the bad habits while being the best version of ourselves can be rather a challenging concept. Having to be outward looking in to see the bigger picture. Life is more than a three-strike rule you're out. Plus, I've never been much of a pitcher. They say your resting angry face. Wonder why I don't smile in my pictures. I guess I never get used to being shot at, even if it's by camera triggers. The flash before my eyes is all too familiar. See, you got to be Michael Jackson bad when life turns into a thriller. Make sure that you make the right choices now. Now I know you got a lot of options to consider. You have to choose early if you're going to be a participant or a winner. You know, you can still be a saint if you start out a sinner. Because you see, your daddy didn't raise no quitter. And life, it get rough before it gets better. See, that sun shine brightest after the stormiest weather. And you can do good alone, but together you can get there faster. Know that good will always come after disaster. You have to be a student first before you can call yourself a master. You have to study the word first before you call yourself a pastor. You have to learn the lines before you call yourself an actor. See, you have to write that sentence first before you can finish that chapter. Many have come and determined the factor that we all have a purpose in life. And once we walk in that purpose, that's when we realize that nothing else really matters. That's that piece.
I like that. I like that.
Appreciate it, family. Appreciate it.
How old are you, right?
Very nice. Very nice.
Man, I read every day, bro. I got crazy. I got a lot of stuff that I don't even be sharing yet. So, but I write every day, bro. I literally try to write a poem a day. Yeah.
Okay.
Do I get one in every day? Maybe not, but I try to write a poem every day. So, I mean, at least bare minimum, at least 3, 4 poems a week.
Okay.
Some of them short, some of them extended, some of them just based on how I'm feeling. Some of them I get on threads. I really love threads. It's a lot of poets on threads, and it's a lot of prompts for poems. So I read a prompt and make a poem off that prompt. A lot of times it'll just come to me. That poem there just came to me. Yeah. What you got from that? When you hear that poem, what did you get from it? What message you think the artist was trying to convey?
Pretty much life, like what you're going through, and like what you grow through, you grow through what you go through.
Absolutely, brother.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You go through what you go through. And once you find what your lane is, what you find your
And
true
then you
purpose.
keep pushing that lane.
Exactly. You realize nothing else, all that other shit,
Mm-hmm.
it don't really matter. Absolutely, man. But I appreciate y'all rocking with us tonight, ladies and gentlemen, man. Hey, as we wrap this thing up tonight, take a moment to reflect on how art can impact your life and the world around you. Join us next time as the world should explore stories as we implore and inspire growth and change through the power of art. What you got from BU?
I wanna. I think I want to revamp my pressure washing business. Um, I want to go back into entrepreneurship.
Absolutely. I love that.
I'm trying to focus on that, and my last words are what was it? Big Rock told me. Hey, Big Rock told me. I want 2/3, not 1/3. So you know, that's real shit she said to me. I was like, oh, hold the fuck up. Hey, that's the real shit. So I wanna focus on how I can do that because I was going 50-50 and she was talking about like 66-33 pretty much.
Right.
So I want to figure out how I can make that happen. So that's my goal by December. Revamp my pressure washing business and then take the fuck off. That's
Exactly.
all. Take
Do
over.
it.
I just want to take over. Once I put
Do
my
it.
mind on something, it's like take over. Like I just want to take over. That's it.
Man, listen, man, you can do anything you put your mind to, and that goes for
Yeah.
anyone out there. That shit is not just some statement or that old people say to you. That shit is reality. Once you train your mind that you can do anything, you really can accomplish that. You really
My
have to
my thing is
recondition
just
your
time.
mind,
Like I need time. Well, it's not even time because I don't have time. It's either I choose what I'm doing now or I choose to do my shit fully. It's both don't take time, so I gotta make sure money is right. Money is the most important thing, actually. You gotta make sure money is right.
right,
Money will
right,
get
right.
me to, so what I'm doing now is getting me money to do what I want to do,
Yes,
you know. So
making your money make money for you.
yes. So
Yeah.
I got to figure that out. I'm in cahoots with it and everything, but we'll be good. I'll figure it out.
Man, Heather, what you got, baby?
Self assurance is the only insurance worth investing in.
I love
I
it. I
love that
love
shit.
it. I fucking love that shit. I fucking love that shit. That's ironic right there, ladies and gentlemen. I can't wait for him to come out with material and ghostwrite for some of the biggest artists. That's I'm speaking that into existence. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yeah. That's what's
What
gonna
about
happen.
you, Mister?
What's that, brother?
What's
You know
your
what I'm saying,
closing
man?
thought?
Closing thought. Hey, as always, baby, I want everybody art to change. Yeah. Whatever your art is, you know what I'm saying? And share your art with Art for Change podcast, man. You see us on Instagram, share your art with us so we can share your art with our listeners. You know what I mean? And tell a friend to lock in, like, subscribe, and like, and hit that bell so you know when we go live.
And,
Mondays, Thursdays,
and,
Sundays,
and comment all that.
all that. 9 o'clock Eastern Time. Catch us live. No edits. We like that. Yeah. Who you know doing podcasts live 3 times a week and we edit nothing out. You know what I'm saying?
Honestly,
Yeah. I don't know nothing like it, but I know who do it.
hey,
All right,
I
for
know who
change.
do it. Let's get it.
All right, man. Peace and love, y'all, man. Y'all be blessed, y'all. And we out.